Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please, if you really want to see how I made this beautiful jumpsuit of mine, please keep watching, and when you're done watching, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. I love you. Hello guys, welcome to another tutorial. Today we'll be learning how to make an off-shoulder jumpsuit with a garter cape. So as you can see, I've folded my fabric, but let me show you now. Here is my fabric. I folded it into four. Here is the first folding of it, and here is the second folding of it. So I folded it into four because I'll be cutting the front and back together. That's why I folded it into four. So the full length of my jumpsuit is 54, but I'm going to be cutting the upper part of the jumpsuit first. So the upper part of the jumpsuit, that's from the shoulder to the waist, it's 15 inches. So since it's an off-shoulder jumpsuit, I'll be minusing 5 inches from it, because I'll be needing 1 inch allowance for the elastic. I'm going to be minusing 4 inches. So here is the 4 inches. So here is my 15 plus 1 inch for the elastic at the waist side is 16. So my shoulder is 15. 15 divided by 2 is 7.5. And I'll mark out 7.5 here. So my armhole is 8 inches. So here I'll be marking out 8 inches from here. And I'll connect it. So here we serve as my chest line. That's here. We serve as my chest line. So I'll go ahead by placing the circumference measurement. So my chest line, which is my bust area, is 34. 34 divided by 4 is 8.5. Here is 8.5. Plus my 1 inch seam allowance. That is 9.5. And I'll use my French curve and curve it. So I'll be using my hip measurement to cut out my waist here. So my hip measurement is 35. 35 divided by 4 is 8.75. That's 8 3/4. So here is 8 3/4. Plus 1 inch seam allowance. So now I'll cut. So I'll go ahead and cut out the down part of the jumpsuit. So I'm going to be folding my fabric into 4 also, because I'll be cutting the front and back together. So you first of all fold your fabric into 2, then you fold it into 4 this way. So I'm going to be marking out my crotch. I'll start from the edge of the fabric. So my crotch is my hip. That's to get my crotch, I will divide my hip measurement by 4. So my hip measurement is 35. 35 divided by 4, it's 8.75, which is 8 3/4, plus 3 inch. Here is 8 3/4, plus 3 inch, that is 11 3/4. Then plus my 1 inch for the elastic, that's 12. That's 12 3/4 rather. 12 3/4. So remember the full length is 54. So 54 minus 15 inches, it's 39 inches. So I'll be marking out 39, but I'll be adding 2 inches for the hemming parts. That is 41. So on my crotch line, I'll be marking out my hip. My hip divided by 4, it's 8 3/4. So here is my 8 3/4, plus 1 inch. So my crotch extension is my hip divided by 10, which is 3.5. So I'll be adding 3.5 for my crotch extension. So remember, whatever I have here, that's for my hip. That's what I'll be marking out for the waists, which is 8 3/4 plus 1 inch. So it's 9 3/4. So remember, these jumpsuits will not be having any joint by the side. Yeah, as you can see here, it's closed all through, unlike this side that it's opened. So there will not be any joining by the side. So from here, I'll mark it down. Then for the down part of it, you can, it all depends on your choice. I want it to be 9 inches, then plus my 1 inch allowance, so it's 10. It all depends on how wide you want it to be. So I'll mark it down this way. Hope you're seeing the lines. So before you cut, just for you to be very sure, you go ahead by knowing if the upper parts of the jumpsuit, that's the waist line, tallies with the down parts of the jumpsuit. That is the waist part of it. You see it? See it? So it tallies. So I'm going to cut it now. So I'm done cutting the down part of the jumpsuit. Can you see the way it looks? Can you see it? Can you see? So this is it. So what I will do now is to hem the down part here at the ankle side. I will hem it this way before sewing this side. So I will sew it this way, like this, down here, and I'll also do the same here. Can you see it? I'll also do the same here. I'll join it here, down from here down to this place also. So let me go to my machine. And so I'm done sewing the down part of the jumpsuits. Like I said, I've done sewing here with this also. I'm done sewing here. So what I will do next is to, now first of all, here is the wrong side of the fabric and this is the right side of it. Likewise here is the right side and here is the wrong side. So I will turn the right side now of this one and I'll put it inside of this one. I'll put it this way. So it will now be the right side of this facing the right side of this. So this is it, right side facing right side. So this is how it's going to be, like this, right side facing right side. Now let me pin it. Hope you understand what I'm doing now. So I'm going to sew here like this, from here down to the upper part of the waist here. So same, I'll do same here. Hope you understand what I'm doing. So this is how it's going to be. Can you see it? Here is the waist side. So I'll sew it from here now, like this to this place. So let me go to my machine and do that. I'm done sewing the down part of the jumpsuit. Here is it. Can you see it? Can you see it? I'm done sewing it. Now for the gather, that's the cape. To get my gather measurement, I'll measure my round shoulder. My round shoulder is 39, so I'll be cutting out that 39 into 2 places. So the length is 9. So here is my 9. Remember, the wideness is 39, so 39 I'll cut it into 2 places. Then the length which I'll be using is 9 inches. So this is it. So I'll cut. So can you see it? So I'll cut another 39, just the way I cut out this one. I'm going to cut out another one. So as you can see, I've cut out the 2 of it. So here is one of it, then here is the second one. So what I will do now is to notch the midpoint of the cape. I'll notch it this way. Yeah, I'll notch it, and I'll also notch the other one of it. Then the upper part of the jumpsuit, I'll also notch it. So I'll also notch it. So here is the upper body of the jumpsuit. Can you see it? I'm done hemming the armhole. I use the fabric as the bias in turning it. Can you see it? And here is the gather cape here. I'm also done hemming here, the down part of it here. So now what I will do now is place it this way. Remember the midpoint which I notched. So now here is the wrong side of the fabric and here is the right side. So the wrong side will be facing up. Then here is the right side of the upper bodies and here is the wrong side. So the right side of the upper body will be facing the wrong side of the cape, the gather cape here. See it? Can you see it? So this is it. So I will now sew here like this. Can you see it? I will sew here like this. You see it? So I'll also go ahead and do the same to the other side. So I'm done attaching the cape to the upper bodice. That's the gather cape. Can you see it? So this is the right side of the upper bodice and this is the wrong side of the cape. So this is how you're going to place it. Then it will be the right side facing the right side here. See it? This is how you place it. And you run a stitch here by the side. Run a stitch here. Here. Now let me pin it. After sewing the two sides, you turn it to the right side. Can you see it? So now it's at the right side now. Can you see it? It's at the right side now. So what you do next is to come to the gather cape side and you run a stitch here. Can you see it? You just run a stitch here at this side and also this side. You run a stitch here too. So that is it. So guys, I'm done sewing it, this two sides of the upper bodice. Can you see? I'm done sewing it, and I've also sew the cape. Can you see it? So next is to turn it at the wrong side. Then I put the cape inside this way. Can you see it? Can you see it? So now this is the wrong side of it. So what I will do now is to fold this upper bodice like this and run a stitch round the cape, because this is where I will be putting my elastic. I'll run a stitch like this, fold it this way, the first, just unfold it like this and run a stitch at the round of it this way. Done sewing the cape area, that's where the elastic will be. Can you see it? Can you see it? I'm done sewing it. So this is where the elastic will be. This place is where the elastic will be. So what I will do now is to attach the down parts and the upper part together. So this is how I'll place it. Now this is the wrong side of the upper bodies, that is of the jumpsuit. This is the wrong side. Then the down part of the jumpsuit here is the right side. This is the right side of it. So before you attach it, please make sure you notch the sides, that's the down parts of the jumpsuit. Make sure you notch the sides. You notch it. Make sure you notch it. So after notching it, remember this is the wrong side of the down part of the jumpsuit, and this is the right side, sorry, of the down part of the jumpsuit. Then this is the wrong side of the upper part of the jumpsuit. So you put it inside this way. You put it this way. So now you look for the notch area of the down part of the jumpsuit here. You attach it to this upper bodice, that's this side where you sew. Then you look for the notch area here also, and then you sew it all round this way. You sew it. Remember, the upper part of the jumpsuit, this is the wrong side, while the down part of the jumpsuit is the right side. You place it inside. You place it inside here, that's inside the upper part of the jumpsuit, and it will be right side facing right side. That is it. So you look for the notch area here, you look for the notch area here, and you sew it round like this. So guys, I'm done joining the upper and the down part of the jumpsuit. Can you see it? Can you see it? I'm done joining it around the waist here. So what I will do next is to flip it to the upper bodies here, this joining part of it. I'll fold 1/4 inch this way. I'll just fold 1/4 inch here, and I'll sew it around the waist again, because that's where I'll be putting my elastic. This way. Hope you can see what I'm doing. See it? Just 1/4 inch here, and sew it. Remember, you flip it to the upper bodies here. This is the down part of the jumpsuit, and this is the upper part of the jumpsuit. So the joining, you just flip it at the upper bodies here and fold like 1/4 inch before sewing it round the waist. And remember to leave a space where you'll be putting your elastic. So I'm done sewing it, and I left a space where my elastic will be. Can you see the space which I left? And I also left at the cape side. Remember, I told you that. So I'll be inserting my elastic, but before I'll do that, I'll make sure I measure my waist first, like this. I'll measure it this way, like this, to know how I want it to be, and also my shoulder, where the cape will be. Can you see it? This way. That's what you will do. Then I'll use my safety pin to insert the elastic this way. So that's what you do until it goes round the waist and also the cape side.